Messi is changing MLS forever. I mean, the guy had astronomical expectations when he announced he was joining Inter Miami and MLS, and somehow he's exceeded them. On Saturday, Messi scored his 10th goal in 7 games and helped his team, which used to suck, by the way, win the League's Cup in penalties. With his 44th trophy, Messi became the most decorated soccer player ever. But while Messi is the winner, everyone who is in his orbit is benefiting. Apple subscriptions to MLS Season Pass on Apple TV Plus have more than doubled since Messi joined the team. Adidas, Messi's now iconic pink Inter Miami jersey, was the top seller across all sports for Fanatics last month. Ticket prices are going berserk. It's like the Eras Tour out there. Tickets on resale sites for Messi's games have jumped more than 1,700%. There was this game in Philly against the Union and Inter Miami. I mean, if Messi wasn't there, I feel like this would have been a very sparse crowd. But tickets were going for $241 minimum, and some field level seats were going for over $16,000. And then, you love this stat, Inter Miami on social media is going berserk with 14 million followers. They have more Instagram followers than any team in the NFL, NHL, or MLB.
It's just sped up the timeline of so many different facets of MLS. The Apple subscription to Apple TV Plus doubling is truly absurd. That would have, without Messi, that takes 2-3 more years, and it happened in 2 months with Messi here. So that's crazy. And then, the Instagram thing, I think it just goes to show the power of the international audience and the international soccer audience, because the fact that Inter Miami is now the most followed professional sports team in America.
They were nothing.
They had less than 1 million Instagram followers, and now they have 14 million.
I will say, Toby did not believe this stat. So he checks, before this morning we went on the show, he checks Baltimore Ravens on Instagram, and it has 1.7 million followers. The Baltimore Ravens have 1.7 million, and Messi's Inter Miami team, which used to be a no-name, has 14 million. Yeah. Maybe my whole feed on social media everywhere is just Messi all the time, especially when he scores a goal, which seems to be every day. So maybe that I was like incepted, and that's why I picked Messi. But he's really taken over social media. I think the pink jersey has a lot to do with it.
I love it.
It's a great jersey.
My thing is, it looks like he's having so much fun, which makes me proud to be like an MLS fan. And I'm glad that Messi's enjoying himself in our league. It's like I wanted to be a good host, so I'm glad he's enjoying himself. Okay, Neal, my winner of the weekend is Ugandan distance runners. So I'm probably a little more plugged into the distance running scene than the average Joe. So I've been watching the World Track and Field Championships in Budapest that started over the weekend. And one race I was especially interested in was the men's 10,000 meters, because Joshua Cheptegei from Uganda was going for a three-peat. And boy, did he deliver, outkicking Selimon Barega from Ethiopia, the man who beat him in the Tokyo Olympics, down the final stretch to snag gold. It cemented Uganda as a major player in the distance running world, which has historically been dominated by its larger neighbor, Kenya. Uganda and Kenya are neighbors and have the same conditions that make Kenya successful, like high altitudes and a predisposition for having thin lower legs and high length to torso ratio that also make Uganda a major international force. But Neal, all this to say that Joshua Cheptegei is a boss and a name that is rising through the ranks of the GOAT discussion in the distance run.
Well, I'm never forgetting the words Josh Cheptegei, because that is the coolest name I've ever heard. But it is cool how one person from one country can kind of have these ripple effects for creating an ecosystem. So he, I think, has established a running school and has created a foundation. And so one person, you look up to them as a role model, and then all there's just the coaching tree, as we've seen, or the long distance running tree where everyone looks up to this person and I could be like him, and then all of a sudden you create an ecosystem for success.
Right, you're totally right in the fact that if one person sees success, then it filters down to the younger generations, and you need to establish kind of these home training bases. By the way, these training bases that popular runners set up are kind of something I aspire to. It's almost a monastic life where it's very simple living. You wake up, you live with the same people, you run 2, sometimes 3 times a day, and you just subsist off of very little, and you get so much from it. So I do just love, I watched training videos of these Ugandan and these Kenyan training camps, and it's a different way of life, and you think maybe cool. That is the way of life.
I mean, they're up in the mountains at 9,000 feet.
I know, and they're just crushing it. So I love Cheptegei. Okay, Neal. Hey, Thanks for watching. And if you want more Morning Brew Daily, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also check out the rest of our episodes wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes drop at 7 a.m. Eastern Monday through Friday, and you can email us at morningbrewdaily@morningbrew.com.